seated single arm rear delts. So ideally, I'd like you to use one of these machines. If you don't have access to one of these, just set up the best you can. So you can use a cable and a bench, whatever you have access to. Just try and simulate this the best you can with what you've got. All right, so light weights with this one. Now I like to set up with my leg out to the side, so it just braces my body a little bit more. So what you don't want to be doing is moving your body with this movement, okay? So you want to try and keep your body, your torso nice and straight, and it's just that arm moving. So if I have my leg in here, I might be more prone to come in like that. So just by having that leg out there, it braces my body against the pads. Sometimes if it's more comfortable, I'll even hold onto this just to get that extra brace. So it's just my arm moving. Okay, I like to grab it and start out here so I can position myself a lot better. And then we're just coming around, big stretch, slow into that stretch, and then trying to power out of that stretch the best you can. Slow, 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 big stretch, and power out. So you can see when I'm trying to power out, I'm not going like this. I'm keeping my body as still as possible. So I'm using this, I'm using my leg to brace my body, keeping it nice and solid and straight, and trying to really get that rear delt to move the weight rather than my body, okay? Things to look out for is obviously your body moving around with this one, but what I don't want to see you doing is shrugging like this, okay? So then the traps are going to take over. So we really need to focus on keeping that chest up, shoulder down. So it's almost like you're trying to compress that shoulder downwards instead of letting it come up like this, pushing it down, keeping it down, and pushing out. All right, final tip for this one is to push with the side of your hand, don't grab it. So if you are using a cable or something like that, that's where a cuff or, you know, maybe just trying to rig something up so you're not actually using your hand to pull that weight around. You just want the weight to be pushing. So you want this to be pushing the weight around. So you can see when I'm doing it, it's almost like I'm karate chopping through the air rather than death gripping this, okay? If you hold onto it super tight, your bicep's gonna take over and the rear delt isn't really gonna work. So again, big stretch, keeping that shoulder down, hands straight, arms straight, and push around. Don't let that arm bend, okay? So if you're doing this, you're way too heavy, lighten the weight so you can keep that arm as straight as you can and get a good stretch in that position.